Hello Lightning Collection fans, and welcome to the next episode of Lightning Storm, the series where lightning always strikes twice as we talk about everything that has happened in the past week for the Power Rangers Lightning Collection. Now, this week we actually have a relatively fair amount of news, so let's go ahead and get right on into it. So last week we discussed how Amazon was actually shipping out Wave 8 from, the current wave. So 3/4 of it though, only Lost Galaxy Red, Dino Thunder Blue, and SPD Pink were arriving for people from Amazon, and we hadn't seen anyone get Zeo Greens yet. However, Zeo Green was spotted finally at a Walmart in Georgia, and it's now spotted a bunch of different places, and has arrived from Entertainment Earth case assortments, and is shipping out from Target. In fact, on the day you're watching this video, this Saturday, I should be getting mine from Target. So they are actually Zeo Green is finally actually out to complete the whole wave, and we got to see some really good photos here on Instagram that showed the Atom head on the Mighty Morphin Black Ranger figure, which is really cool. But yeah, Wave 8's out. As of right now, we still don't technically know if we're going to get a Spectrum version of this wave, but as things are arriving from Target, we will know soon, so stay tuned. So we have some real quick news coming from the Hasbro Investor meeting that happened this past Thursday. So we had discussed how there was a, slight potential we would get some kind of news or whatever. We didn't for Power Rangers, especially for Lightning Collection, which is, was to be expected, but I thought maybe there was a slim chance. But what we did know is that they said that they're going to be expanding Hasbro Pulse to other markets internationally. This has always been a common complaint that Hasbro Pulse was only available in the US and Canada, but they did specifically mention that it was going to be available now in the UK and a bunch of other markets, so hopefully that means that Hasbro Pulse exclusives will be a lot easier for international fans to come by, which is something I know a lot of people who watch this series are going to be very happy to hear. So, no timetable for when that's going to launch in the UK and other countries, but hopefully it's sooner rather than later, and I'll let you guys know here on Lightning Storm whenever I do find out when it's happening. Also from the Hasbro Investor Day, they talked more about their deal with Fortnite. So they recently added Snake Eyes from the G.I. Joe franchise into Fortnite, and then they did a G.I. Joe Classified Series inspired figure based off of his Fortnite appearance. And at the investor meeting, they said how they're extending their Fortnite contract for another 5 years and to be more in depth with it. And they kind of hinted that this whole Snake Eyes thing in Fortnite was kind of the beginning of something to come. So it's possible that we could get Power Rangers in Fortnite here in some part in the future, and if that does happen, we could get Lightning Collection inspired figures based off of the Fortnite designs, if any of that happens, but I'd say it's extremely likely to happen at some point in time now because of this whole deal. One of the people on the marketing team for Marvel actually posted a picture on their Instagram kind of welcoming Fortnite into their 6-inch brands, along with Power Rangers Lightning Collection, G.I. Joe Classified Series, Star Wars Black Series, Marvel Legends, Ghostbusters Afterlife stuff, all that stuff. So obviously they have ideas, and they've already done this with the G.I. Joe Classified Series where they used that version of the figure for the Fortnite one. So we could potentially see a Lightning Collection Fortnite-inspired things long in the future. I'm not saying, or it could be, could be sometime soon, who knows, but the idea is on the table for that to happen. So of course, since it could kind of relate to Lightning, I had to mention it here. Okay, so we have 2 brand new listings to discuss here this week on Lightning Storm. So these were sent to me from a reliable anonymous source, so they wished to not have their name stated that they came from them. They also told me I shouldn't mention the store, so I'm not going to mention the store. I'm not going to mention the person. However, they are a very reliable person who would have access to this kind of information. And they are 2 brand new listings for Lightning Collection figures that we had not seen from before. Now, usually that's pretty exciting, but while we can really only analyze the season codes from these, so there's really not a lot to dive into yet, unfortunately. But we do have these codes being LGY Camera and SRE Pinata. So we know that LGY would be some kind of Lost Galaxy figure, and SRE would be some kind of Mighty Morphin figure. Since they're not using the planet colors, these are probably villains, but we don't really know which one would be Camera, which one would be Pinata, if they even are villains. We really don't know anything other than the seasons that they're going to be from, which will be Lost Galaxy and will be Mighty Morphin. So all the people who have replied saying oh, it could be Lost Galaxy Green, well, it wouldn't be Lost Galaxy Green because that code would be LGY Mercury if we ever do see that. So they're not going to be Rangers because they don't match up the color codes of the colors in and the planets and stuff. So interestingly, Pinata and Camera don't really have anything to do with space either, which is what a lot of these codes, or all of the new codes really, have had to do with. You know, even we've had the planets for colors, but then we've had things like Sputnik, Little Bang, Big Bang, Radar, you know, stuff like that. So it's just kind of interesting. I guess Lava, which was Astronomus code, didn't really have anything to do with space either, but it's just kind of interesting to have, well, Camera I could see, but Pinata, that's not really going to have anything to do with space. So, but like I said, really there's not much we can dive into those other than Lost Galaxy and Mighty Morphin being the seasons, but we don't have any information on if these are part of a wave, if they are a monster wave, if they are a $30 figure, if they are some kind of standalone exclusive. None of that, we don't know yet, but if I do get more information from my source, I will of course share it. But like I said, can't share where they came from or who they came from, but it is a reliable source, so I very much do believe it. Alright guys, it's time for the lightning strike of the week, and this week it comes from Facebook by Sean Thornhill, who has done some absolutely amazing custom civilian figures for our Mighty Morphin cast. So we already, of course, get the civilian heads with the Mighty Morphin figures, or most Lightning Collection figures, but they have taken it upon themselves to actually make full-on civilian figures using those civilian heads. So they did one here for Zach and for Jason, and even they did like different like clothing styles for them too, and they look absolutely incredible with those Lightning Collection heads. So huge shout out to you, Sean, for doing something really cool with those. I would love to see Hasbro make like official civilian figures, even using the heads or making new heads or something, but that'd be really cool to have unmorphed Rangers on my shelf alongside their morphed forms. So real good job on that one, and keep up the great work. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for this week's episode of Lightning Storm. Be sure to let me know down in the comments below, what do you think these new Lost Galaxy and Mighty Morphin figures are going to be? Are you an international fan who's been waiting for Hasbro Pulse to finally come to your country? And just anything else you guys want to talk about? Did you get your Wave 8 from Target or Amazon, or have you found it in stores like some lucky people have? Anything, you know, of course, like, comment, and subscribe and all that stuff, and we have some good videos coming out. If you guys want to check out my thoughts on Wave 8, I uploaded an unboxing and review of the first 3 figures this past week, and tomorrow, if Zeo Green actually does arrive today like he's supposed to, I'll be doing a video on him as well. So guys, be sure to follow me on Twitter at either Living Ranger Key or at LightningFigPR. I'll see you guys on the next episode, and until next time, see you on Lightning Storm, where lightning always strikes twice.